Hello, Lily! And hello to all you kids out there! Oh, hello. Well, it's time for another episode of the Goofy Grandpa Storytime Show! Yay! Woo! And boy, do I have some great news today. I've got some really good news. And that is that today's book is Goldilocks and the Three Bears! Because we love bears! Yeah! Raise your hand if you love bears! Woo! Yeah! This is going to be a great one. This version is a Little Grasshopper book. But the story is the original old Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I think. It's supposed to be. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, let's do it. Let's do this. Once upon a time, Goldilocks went to the meadow to play and pick flowers. But the sun was hot, so she went into the cool, shady forest. She saw a house. There's Goldilocks going into the forest. And look, she saw a house. Wow. That's a nice looking little cabin out in the woods. And see all the trees? Big pine trees, or fir trees, or Christmas trees. Even better. Woo! Oh yeah. First she sat in the biggest chair. It was too hard. Next she sat in the middle chair. It was too soft. Goldilocks sat in the smallest chair. It was just right. But when she rocked back and forth, the chair broke with a big crack. Goldilocks hurried away. Oh man, Goldilocks went into somebody's house. And the big chair was too hard. The middle chair was too soft. But the little chair was just right, but Goldilocks broke it. She shouldn't have been using something that didn't belong to her, I think. Right, kids? I think she shouldn't have. Hey, what is that? Look it. It's a little bear toy. Let me get closer. Whoa. That's some sort of little bear toy. Let's see what happens next. Goldilocks found a kitchen. She saw 3 bowls of porridge. She was hungry, so she took a bite from the biggest bowl. Woo, 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 woo. It was too hot. Next, she took a bite from the medium-sized bowl. Ugh, it was too cold. Goldilocks took a bite from the smallest bowl. It was just right. She ate until she had eaten it all. Look at now Goldilocks has taken their food. The big bowl was too hot. The middle bowl was too cold. And the little bowl was just right. Ooh, look at this stove. That's a fancy old-fashioned kettle stove. Anybody know what color that stove is? Let me hear what color that stove is. Anybody know? I would say that stove is kind of an aquamarine. So if you guess blue or green, I'll give it to you. Yeah! If you guess blue or green, or even better, aquamarine, raise your hand. Woo! All right. Woo, 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 woo. Goldilocks found the bedroom. She was tired. She said, I will take a nap before I walk home. First, she lay down in the biggest bed. It was too hard. No good. Next, Goldilocks tried the middle bed. It was too soft. She sunk right in. Then Goldilocks lay down in the smallest bed. It was just right. Goldilocks fell asleep. The big bed was too hard. The middle bed was too soft. And the little bed was just right. And look at the lamp. There's a little toy bear on the lamp. Look at that. If you can see that little bear right there, if you can see that bear, raise your hand. Woo! I think everyone can see that. Oh yeah, I see you. I see you over there and over there and over there. You all raised your hand. You can see that bear. All right. All right, now let's play a little counting game before we move on in this story. Let's count how many beds there are. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 3 beds. If you counted to 3 beds, you did a great job. If you tried to count to 3, but you didn't get there, you still get a great job for trying to count. You got to learn sometime. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Look at this. They got a book up here. I just saw it. And the book says, I love you very much, because it's a bear house. And so it doesn't say I love you very much, I love you very much. I'll try and zoom in on it. Is it working? I don't think so. And look at the little bear head there. Those bears love bears. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The 3 bears came home. They saw right away that someone had been in their house. Look, someone sat in my chair, Papa Bear growled. And somebody sat in my chair, Mama Bear said. And somebody sat in my chair too, Baby Bear squeaked. And they broke it. Wah! Look at that. The bears came home. The Papa Bear, the Mama Bear, and the Baby Bear. And the Baby Bear is sad because her chair is broke. Oh, man. Why did Goldilocks do that? The bears ran to the kitchen. Somebody ate some of my porridge, Papa Bear roared. Arr! And they ate some of my porridge too, Mama Bear said. And somebody ate my porridge too, Baby Bear squealed. They ate up every single bite. Look at that. Papa Bear, I like his hat. That's a crazy Papa Bear hat. And then Mama Bear, and look at, she's got some flowers in there. But poor Baby Bear, she had no porridge left because Goldilocks ate all of her porridge. I wonder what she's going to have for dinner. Let's see what they do next. The bears ran to the bedroom next. Somebody was in my bed, Papa Bear roared. And somebody was in my bed, Mama Bear said. Look, Baby Bear squealed. Somebody's in my bed right now. They were all surprised to see a little girl. What do we do? Mama Bear asked. What do we do? Look at that. They see Goldilocks in the bed taking her nap. She's sound asleep and she doesn't know she's in a room full of bears. Oh no! Oh no! If you want to be in a room full of bears, raise your hand. Anybody? Nobody wants to be in a room full of bears? Oh, that crazy guy there wants to be in a room full of bears. I see you over there. All right. Goofy Grandpa, he doesn't want to be in a room full of bears. No thanks. That sounds too dangerous for Goofy Grandpa. Right then, Goldilocks woke up. The bears just stared at her, kind of like this. Just like that. She stared at the bears, kind of like this. And then, before the bears could say anything, Goldilocks tumbled out of bed. She ran away as fast as she could. She never went near that forest again. Oh, man. She just ran away. She didn't even say sorry for breaking the chair or eating the porridge or sleeping in the bed or going into the bear house without permission. I think there's some lessons to be learned in this story. One, maybe Goldilocks shouldn't be walking around the forest by herself. 2, Goldilocks probably shouldn't have gone into somebody else's house, whether it's a person or a bear, right? You don't go in somebody else's house without permission. 3, she shouldn't have broke the baby bear's chair, even if it was an accident. She shouldn't have been there in the first place, right? And 4, why in the heck was she eating the bear's porridge? I don't know why she would do that, especially without asking and saying please. And 5, she went right into the bed and took a nap. Why would she do that? I don't know. That's a very silly thing to do and very dangerous. It wasn't her house. It wasn't her chair. It wasn't her porridge. And it darn sure wasn't her bed. But then last, when the bears came home, she just ran away. She didn't even say, I'm sorry for breaking your chair. I'm sorry for eating your porridge. I'm sorry for sleeping in your bed. I'm sorry for entering your house. Goldilocks should have said, I'm sorry. Those bears look very nice. They probably would have been fine. They just wanted someone to say they're sorry. But she didn't, and she ran off, but she didn't go back in those woods by herself again. So hopefully she'll stay safe next time. And I hope you kids stay safe out there. And Lily, hi Lily. Are you waving to Grandpa yet? Wave to Grandpa, Lily. All right, kids, bye. Have a great day.